Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
Wow.
You know how much we love to tackle the tricky stuff. And this one, oh boy, this one's a real doozy.
Buckle up.
Because today, it's all about flirting.
Oh,
Is it harmless fun or a straight-up betrayal? We're going to find out.
the age-old question.
We're diving deep into Christina Pérez's Vogue article, Is Flirting Cheating? No easy answers here, folks. But by the end of this deep dive, we're going to give you the tools to figure out where you stand.
Sounds good.
So, let's start with the basics. What even is flirting?
Well, I mean, think about it. You know those little actions words you use to signal attraction to someone? Maybe with a playful or teasing vibe. You know what I mean?
Oh, like a wink. A
Yeah,
suggestive compliment. Even just holding eye contact a little longer than usual.
Exactly. It's like this unspoken language we use to test the waters. See if someone's feeling the same way. We are.
Okay, so we all kind of know it when we see it. But how do you tell the difference between being friendly and actually flirting?
That's where things get complicated, right? It all boils down to intention. Are you genuinely trying to be nice? Or are you hoping for something more? You know?
So, like saying, you look great today to a coworker could be totally innocent.
Yeah, definitely. If it's just a passing comment, you know, no big deal. But if you're lingering a little too long, maybe touching their arm or something, that's when the lines start to blur.
Oh yeah, I've definitely been there. And Perez makes a great point about how subjective flirting can be.
Totally. What's considered playful in one culture might be totally off limits in another.
Like in some countries, kissing on the cheek is just a normal greeting.
Right, exactly. But try that here, and others just say it could send the wrong message.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how the heck are we supposed to navigate this whole flirting thing within a relationship?
You know, that's the million-dollar question. And to be honest, there's no one-size-fits-all answer.
Ugh, I was afraid you were going to say that.
It really depends on the couple. Some couples are totally cool with a little harmless flirting outside the relationship. Yeah. They might even see it as a way to spice things up a bit, you know? Introduce a little jealousy, remind themselves that they're still attractive to others.
Interesting. So it's not always a bad thing.
Not necessarily. But for other couples, any kind of flirting outside the relationship is a major red flag.
Yeah, I can see that.
It can lead to feelings of insecurity, jealousy, and ultimately it can damage the trust you've built.
Okay. So how do we prevent it from becoming a problem?
Communication is key.
Always is.
Talking openly and honestly with your partner about what you're both comfortable with is essential. Do you mind if they compliment someone else? What about touching? Where do you draw the line?
Right, because what might seem totally innocent to one person could be really hurtful to the other.
Exactly. And setting those boundaries up front can save you a lot of heartache down the road.
That's good advice. But how do you even start that conversation?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not exactly the easiest topic to bring up.
You're telling me, but it's so important. Maybe try something like, hey, I was reading this article about flirting, and it got me thinking. What are your thoughts on it within our relationship?
Okay. That's a good opener. Non-confrontational. Gets the conversation flowing.
Exactly. You want to create a safe space where you can both share your feelings and perspectives without judgment.
Because at the end of the day, it's about respecting each other's boundaries.
Absolutely. And remembering that every relationship is unique, what works for one couple might not work for another.
So I guess the answer to is flirting cheating? Really, it depends.
Exactly. There's no right or wrong answer. It all comes down to what you and your partner decide together.
Well, there you have it, folks. No easy answers. But hopefully this deep dive has given you some food for thought.
Absolutely.
And maybe even inspired you to have that all-important conversation with your partner about flirting. Because, let's be real, this stuff can get messy.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
But open communication, trust, respect, those are the keys to navigating any relationship challenge.
Couldn't agree more.
So go out there, have those tough conversations. And remember, there's no shame in seeking professional guidance if you need help sorting through it all.
That's right.
And remember, ultimately what matters most is finding what works for you and your partner.
Absolutely.
That's all for today's deep dive. Until next time.
See you then.